Okay, Robin, we're here today because you've requested extra training in the procedure of taking a reservation. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so today our aim is to give you a better understanding of the procedure in documenting a reservation and to help you update your customer service skills. By the end of today, you should be able to process a full reservation with full confidence. Okay, now what I'd like to start off with is your customer service skills. So you need to remember when taking a reservation, it's always important to greet the customer with a friendly attitude and remember to use your manners. Always try to smile, it's very important. Okay? When documenting a reservation, you need to make sure that you always document that relevant information correctly. If you make mistakes such as spelling or the wrong time or even date, it can cause confusion amongst staff. It can definitely result in big mistakes being made and we could potentially lose customers and revenue. Okay, Robin, so now I'm going to do a silent demonstration for you of how to take a reservation. Just want you to stand back, pay attention to everything I do, and save all questions till the end, okay? Good evening, Drover's Restaurant. Emma speaking. How can I help you? Hi, Mrs. Muir. How are you this evening? Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, you'd like to make a reservation? What evening would you like that? Friday the 29th of November? Yes, that's no problem. And what time are you thinking of arriving? 7 p.m? That's no problem. And how many people will be joining you? Yes? 2 adults, 2 children? And would you require a high chair or anything? No? Okay, so I just need a contact phone number, please. Yes? Okay, not a problem. So we've put that in for you. So that's a booking for Friday the 29th of November at 7 p.m. You've got 2 adults, 2 children, and we have your contact details. That's wonderful. Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so now that we've gone through our first step of me explaining it all to you, we've done our silent demonstration. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a slow demonstration and explanation of the task. So I've broken it down into 4 main points to help you to understand. Our first one is our introduction and our greeting. This sort of is focusing more on your customer service skills at the beginning of the reservation. So just remember, upbeat attitude, keep that the positive, be engaging with the customer. And just remember to use the policy that we use when greeting a customer, which is, good evening, this is Drover's Restaurant, we're speaking with Robin, how may I help you today? As long as you follow all of that, you'll be just fine. So our next part is asking questions and obtaining the relevant information. Now this is made based on the sort of who, what, when, where, how, I suppose you could put it. So making sure that you ask them if there's any special requirements, what date, what time, just so you've got all that information that you need to document it, which we'll focus on now in our next segment. Okay? So going on to the next part is the documenting the relevant information. When documenting the reservation, it's always done in our diary. The diary will always be under the counter next to the phone, so that whenever you need to do a reservation, it's all there. Back to our main points of making sure that you document it all down correctly, make sure you spell it correctly, the date, the time, all of this information. Because if it's not, of course, as we previously discussed, mistakes can be made and then it sort of confuses the staff and potentially we can have disappointed customers in the end. So just make sure you get all that information down correctly. And then our 4th step is your confirmation and your conclusion. So this is finalising the reservation. So you review the information they've given you, repeat the information back to the customer to confirm that you've got it correctly. This gives them a chance to correct you or for you to realise you may have made a mistake and so forth. And just finishing it off, of course, with thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Muir. Have a nice day and we look forward to seeing you. So if you follow all of those 4 steps, then you've got your full reservation there and you would have done just fine. Okay, now, Robin, what I want you to do now is just to explain to me in your own words your understanding of the reservation procedure, just so that I can, we get a feel for making sure you understand, and if anything's unclear, we can run back over it again. Okay?
Okay. The first step is to greet the customer positively, whether in face or on the phone, have an upbeat attitude. Second one is to ask questions about the reservation, what time, what date, if there's any special requirements that they need. The third one is to make sure you document the details properly, make sure your spelling's correct and the time and everything's okay.
And why is that so important?
Well, if you make a mistake, it causes confusion and that for staff. They don't know what time the booking is, they don't know how many people, if there's any special requirements.
Yep.
And it might even help to put it on a scrap piece of paper and then transfer it to
That's a great idea. Yep.
To the reservation book.
Yep.
And the last step would be to confirm the booking, make sure that you have all the details right back with the customer, and thank them for being with us.
Yep, wonderful. Well, it sounds like you understand it all very well, and I'm really proud of you with that. Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, Robin, so now that we've gone through all of that, I'm going to ask you to demonstrate to me how you would take a reservation for our restaurant. Okay?
Good afternoon, Drivers Cafe. This is Robin. How may I help you? Yes, good afternoon. How are you today? Okay. What day would you like your reservation? Friday the 29th. And at what time? 7 p.m. How many people? 4 adults, 4 children? Yes, would there be any special requirements that you might need, a high chair for the children? Okay. And yep. Please may I have a contact number? Okay, Mrs. Mira. Yes. Yep. I have your reservation written in for Friday the 29th at 7 p.m. for 4 adults and 4 children. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you. Bye.
That was wonderful. Okay, Robin, now that you've showed me that you understand the procedure in taking a reservation, I'm just going to give you a minute of your own. I want you to practice through it a few times just to get the feel of how things go, and I'll stand back and watch and observe. If you have any questions, just let me know, okay? Off you go. So it's always very important to allow the trainee some time to practice and develop their skills in the task. This helps to build their self-confidence. Congratulations, Robin, you successfully completed the reservation. I was really impressed with your ability to take the reservation down in such a timely manner. Although I did realise that you didn't address the customer by their name at the start of the conversation. Was there a reason for this?
The customer didn't give me a name.
Oh, okay, now well, that's fine. Next time, if you don't find that they introduce themselves by name, there's no harm in asking. So ask them for their name, just so you know, and then by addressing them by their name, it just shows a customer relationship there. Okay, wonderful. Great job.
Thank you.